J.O.N. play me some pimping and we'll jump in maybe a minute or two. This sounds like some shit you could be earning your leisure to right here, don't it? Yeah. Don't that sound like some shit? Like some celebratory shit. You just bought the building.
Championship trophy.
I just bought the projects that I grew up in.
Let's celebrate.
I think Manny Fresh said some shit like that in a song. He was like, I want to just blow up and buy the St. Bernard projects and make it one big crib. And tell everybody that's where Manny Fresh lives. You remember that shit?
That's that shit.
New Orleans, that's that New Orleans.
That's that shit. I just saw Manny, man. In Houston.
Yeah, I need him on the show.
That's a fact.
I need him on the show.
I know a couple people.
You gotta call somebody.
I know a few people.
You gotta call somebody.
Yeah, Fino. You seen that? Yeah, Fino. He was there when they had Fino?
I'm gonna call Fiend and see what Fiend gonna say. I gotta give me an X on
that. See that? Fino there?
Yeah. Yeah, we bringing everybody, man.
That's dope.
Well, not necessarily here, but
I mean, that's dope. She got stories.
Yeah. We about to move.
I'm gonna tell you who to bring on.
You got a new spot?
Yeah, Chad, they bought a building.
Oh, yeah. She said that. Buying buildings and shit.
The whole shit.
Yeah.
Fence and all.
That's the next level. I'm gonna set up my studio in there.
Do it.
Trap House Studios.
All you need is a corner.
That's it. I need Pyrex dishes in that bitch, triple beans, baking soda. We talking about stocks behind that kind of shit.
I mean, whatever you need to do it. Just do it. Just don't take long. Like if you just do it all at once.
Yeah, I'm getting busy.
Don't be bullshitting.
No, I'm coming to get busy.
Get up in there early, whip up, let that shit. It's out of there.
I watched the two best podcasts, y'all and them.
Exactly.
I don't know how to put it together.
Speaking of podcasts, welcome back to another episode, rendition, Christmas special, Black History Moment, Soul Train Award, BET Award, Hip Hop Award. I don't even, man. I'm just gonna let that sit right there for a sec. J.O.N., stop the celebratory music, please. I don't want people to be thinking we're celebrating without him. But it is a very monumentous. Is that a word? It is now. It's a monumentous. I feel like my nigga DC would love that word if he was here right now. It's a monumentous moment.
Yo, he need a drop.
It's a monumentous moment right now. I got my guys in here that's gonna come drop some game, like they always do. Cause they out here making people's lives better. They telling you how to go from 0 to 100 real quick. They helping you put your life together financially. Even if they not, I'm telling you they are. Cause they dropping so many gems everywhere you see them, bro. And they always in the right spirits. And they always in the right mindset. And these just motherfuckers I just love to be around because they always bring so much positivity and knowledge. And I believe damn near everything they say because the voices that they speak in are so calm and soothing. These are my guys right here in the trap with me today. Earn your leisure. What's happening?
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's how people introduce y'all, but I feel like y'all such a strong duo.
Yeah,
that's the movement right now.
Fact,
That's
man.
the name. It's the brand.
That's a fact.
Tell them, man. Tell them who we are.
Yeah, I'm Rashad.
This
I'm
Rashad.
Troy from Earn Your Leisure. So Earn Your Leisure is a movement that we started like roughly 2 years ago
Today.
Today anniversary.
Yeah. Put some music. Celebratory music, please.
Somebody get the celebration music. Taylor, run upstairs and grab the liquor. Even if we don't drink the liquor, I want the liquor around. Go grab the liquor. Go grab me some liquor.
More bottles.
Bring some bottles.
More bottles.
Bring some. Bring the liquor. Bring the liquor. Bring the liquor down. Bring the liquor down.
Cue the liquor.
Cue the liquor. 2 years, for real.
Yeah, 2 years to the day, man.
So it's one of these things, man. We just started a financial literacy platform to talk about finance and investing in a language that.
When you did it, guess what it was? Monumentous.
A monumentous moment.
Merch that. We got to put it on merch.
Yes.
Monumentous.
That's monumentous.
Yeah. So, we've been rocking and rolling ever since. It's a platform where we talk about investing and real estate and all of that. And I think it just caught so much traction because, for a long time, people were left out of that conversation. Like, the average person might not be watching CNBC or listening to Bloomberg, but they check us out because we speak how they speak, we dress how they dress, and it's like, oh, this is actually something that I can actually do. Like, it's not as complicated as they made it seem. So, you know, we obviously work with great people like our brother Wall Street Trapper.
Oh, wait a minute. Before she get too real, I also got my other partner straight out the hill. You heard me?
You heard me?
Wall Street Trapper.
What's good?
I fuck with this nigga right here, man. Super solid. That's my nigga.
That's our guy. That's our guy.
Right there, man. For sure.
I ain't mean to cut you off. But you was flowing and shit. But
So that's really what it is. It's a financial literacy platform. Started as an Instagram page before we even had a podcast, and we had a podcast. Now we got a podcast network, an online university, all kinds of stuff. So
yeah. Congratulations on that.
Man,
appreciate you.
It started in my dining room.
Facts.
And to the world, man, it's crazy. Like we tell people the story,
What was
man.
y'all eating that night?
Well, he's Jamaican, so you know
Yeah.
his mom's cooking curry chicken.
Yeah, we eating curry goat, we eating jerk chicken, we eating everything that you could think of a West Indian household.
Right.
We eating that. But yeah, man, we
Coconut bread and shit.
Coconut bread. Oxtails.
Yeah, definitely all that. All those things.
And the first time we met you was talking about that you saw a clip on Instagram about trucking.
Yep,
Shout
trucking.
out to Alex. And you was like, yo, I used to drive a truck.
I did.
When you did the numbers. And then the next time we met you, you was talking about Robinhood and your stocks and all of that. So
That's why you be on the low.
you on the low.
I want motherfuckers to think I ain't got shit going on. I look like this. I don't discuss none of the happy shit because the people that fuck with me, they ain't gonna understand that. But that's exactly why I wanted to bring y'all back on here, man, because it's like y'all have reached another plateau of success, and there's still some niggas who ain't caught on. So this is kind of like the makeup test. It's still a few that y'all ain't reached yet. I know because they've been sleeping and not watching the show like that. Because we done went to another plateau. We done did so much shit since
Congratulations.
then. So we done picked up a lot of new hanger owners and people who trying to figure out what the game is. So it's like we want to reintroduce some of this G shit to them. We want everybody to have the same opportunity. Like, well, I didn't know. Somebody, that was like, we asked the other day, who should we have on? A lot of people said, Earn Your Leisure. Like, you didn't watch the first one. That's how you know.
Fact, man. But that's how it is, man. And we believe in that. Like, nobody's gonna check it out before it's their time, right? Like, we can spit the message out, we can put it on YouTube, we can put it on IG, but until somebody physically and mentally has a mindset to listen, it won't be time for them to listen anyway. So when they hear it and it's their time, they can gravitate toward it, take the knowledge and execute.
You see what I was saying? How calm this nigga voice is?
I used to talk to kids. I was a teacher for like 13 years, so
it only makes sense that you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy the way it worked out. Like, Shotty's a financial advisor. I was teaching, I'm an educator, so it was like, all right, bet, let's put those two things together.
Real dangerous minds type vibe.
Let me ask you this, Shot. When did you get good with the money?
I mean,
You know what I mean when I say, when did you get good with the money?
So, you know, I had hoop dreams growing up.
Okay.
So I thought I was going to be, you know, in the league. So I always loved business. I never wanted to work for anybody. I never had a real job my whole entire life.
Don't get one. That shit is a setup.
Not on my to-do list. So when I was, you know, playing basketball, like a lot of people, and you know, I was fortunate to go to college, D1 and all of that, and I tried my hand overseas, and that didn't work out. So I'm like, all right, I gotta figure something out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It's crunch time now.
Yeah, basically, I got a communications degree, so it's not like I'm gonna be a doctor or a lawyer. Like, you know what I'm saying? From a state school. So I came back and I started a commission job as a financial advisor. You pretty much can get hired because it's commission, it's all commission. 90% of people's not gonna make it. But me, I looked at it like I didn't really have an alternative not to make it.
Right.
So I just learned as much as I possibly could. And it was crazy, like I said, it's a real dangerous minds type of vibe because he was teaching in the Bronx and he like, yo, can you I never understood why he wanted to be a teacher. To me, that's like an inmate breaking into jail.
Yeah,
After
that's
you
exactly
get out,
what you
like,
said.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's like, yo, you spent your whole life going to school to go back. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, yo, shit, you might be right.
So he like, yo, come teach
shit makes
financial
sense.
literacy to these kids. And I go there and I felt like I was in jail. Like you had to go through the metal detector, the walls is blue, you can't leave the school.
It's just like jail.
Yeah, you gotta sign in. And I'm like, yo, this isn't an environment. How you gonna expect these kids to, like, they got bars on the windows. You can't leave the school. And not only you're looking at bars when you're looking out the window.
Down to the paint, yeah, the paint.
But it was so inspirational because it's like, I'm thinking these kids don't care about stocks, none of that. but they was eating it up, like learning like what's Bitcoin.
Oh, black children love money.
Yeah,
money.
They love money.
Yeah. So it's like once they got the hang of it, we started every summer for 6 weeks. We had a program to teach kids. It was his program. I taught financial literacy, and they was just like in competitions with each other. Like it was amazing to see them actually catch on to that.
Those children are rich right now. It would just be dope if we flock. Yeah, all of those kids are successful as hell right now.
Yeah, and then that kind of just birthed where we are now. So financial literacy is like, that's my background, finance, his background, education. You know, I helped with teaching him a little bit about business. He taught me how to actually teach. It's a lot harder than it looks. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go in there trying to get these kids' attention. They 14, 15 years old. It's not that easy.
With their own problems and weed in their pocket.
But the common denominator was money. Because at the end of the program, we was gonna pay him like $500 for 6 weeks of internships.
That's better than a stimulus package.
Yeah, well, that is, like, they got 600, right? These kids worked for 6 weeks and got 500. And so it was their first time they was gonna encounter money. So I was like, bet, if it's the first time at 14, 15, they're gonna have any money, yo, let's tell them what they could actually do with it. Instead of just saying, yo, it's back to school, let me get some J's. Like, yo, could you start a babysitting service? Like, they had to come up with business plans and create their own things. And actually, like, if it was good, we almost treated it like Shark Tank. It was like, yo, if it's that great, yo, let's try to help them pursue this even further. So yeah, it was dope, man.
So when did you get good with the money?
When he started teaching me more about it, man, I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't value money the way I should have. I didn't really understand it. It was like, it wasn't taught in my household, right? Like, West Indian background, finances weren't even taught in the household. And so like getting credit cards and actually getting paid from jobs, like it was like you get it, you spend it. And then just learning more from him and learning more from some of our friends, it was like, all right, I got a better understanding on my own, but I had to learn some things. So like, yeah, I ran up my credit card. I had to go default and have a payment plan on it. I was accumulating student loans at the time. So it was like all these things were happening, these big financial decisions, and I was like, damn, this is crazy. Until I sat down and was like, all right, I gotta map my life out. Like, I'm about to start a career in teaching. I gotta figure this out. And so like, his first client, the first thing he did was like, yo, I need you to be my first client. And I'm like, yo, it's my brother. Of course, I'm gonna be your first client. And so I'm his first client, and so he became my financial advisor, which is like, it's kind of crazy, but like, that's how life worked for us. It was like, yo, I need you to do this, do this, do this.
How was he as a financial advisor? Was he calling you like, my nigga, you ain't talking?
Nah, the meeting was crazy. He was like, yo, I need you to pull up to the office. And I'm like, yo, all right, bro. And I pull up, and it's him and his pops. And he's like, yo, I said, how should we do this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's like, nah, just sit in the chair, man, you be all right. And then they started talking to me. I'm like, this is kind of crazy, but I know in my mind, like, they set me up for my future. Like, at 25 years old, I'm getting life insurance. Like, that's not even something I even thought about before that moment. And so I'm like, yo, this is really crazy. And it's dope because it was like, yo, this is his first trial, right? Like, he ain't have anybody else to practice on. Like, he's in the game now. And so it was dope to watch him be there and to have his pops there, like, guiding him, and to watch him gain clients and get referrals. It was like, all right, he's always gonna have his first client though. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope, man. When would you say you got good with the money, Wall Street?
After I came home from prison.
Yeah.
So, I did the 10-year stretch. That's what I learned about stocks in prison. So, like, I came home, and I was just like, yo, we gotta do something else with this shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit gonna keep going. I can't keep beating the system. So I used to really invest portion of my re-up money in the stock market. And I was like telling my homies that, and they was like, man, you tripping. I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? So then I caught a charge, and that shit like broke me. So I had to just like get it out the mud again.
How did them stocks do when you was locked up?
Well, it was after I got locked up. So when I caught the charge, I still had bread in there. So I didn't want to touch it. So I was like, all right, let me get out the mud. Those dudes told when I was in prison, he was just like, let that shit for the long term. Like, that's how wealthy people get rich. Like, it's not an overnight game. So everything I did in the streets was just quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need the money right now. And then he was just like, if you let the money work for you over time, it's gonna buy back everything you want. And so one of the biggest problems everybody I knew had was, man, they ain't had no money. And everybody who I knew was working, they still ain't had no money. So like that wasn't I was like, all right, that shit ain't really even adding up.
Can't get no money at work, bitch.
Yeah. Like,
can't get no money at work, son.
Yeah, so that wasn't really adding up for
That's
me.
gonna be a chapter in my book. Can't get no money at work. That'd be the name of the book. You broke because of your job.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact. Nah, that's a fact.
Your job
Because
keep
your
you
job.
broke. Your job give you just enough to get back to that motherfucker.
That's it. That's it. And even if you work 2 jobs, you just selling more of your time.
Man.
I ain't never met nobody working 2 jobs that was doing better than somebody working 1 job.
Bruh.
You just selling more of your time.
That's a fact.
You know
But
what I'm
these
saying?
niggas gonna go crazy when they see 4 black men sitting there talking about how you don't need no fucking job.
That's a fact.
They just gonna be like, see, them niggas just wanna work, they lazy.
Yeah, so that shit was
Nah,
like,
but on some real shit though,
that was
man.
it.
A lot of niggas don't even understand. You probably would be better off if you quit that motherfucker.
you just quit it. And you just
Cause you're gonna be forced to figure
you
shit
gonna
out,
figure it out
real quick.
You gotta figure it out. So I was just like, all right, cool. But then my back got put against the wall because, you know, one thing that, when you get locked up, like one thing that happened, so after I did it 10 years, I came home, I got back in the streets. That's what I knew, even though I knew about the stock market, right? But like still, it's like Tyson said, man, like everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So the world just punched me in my mouth. Like nobody ain't come home and nobody ain't give me no bread, nobody ain't give me none. So I just got back to doing what I knew how to do. But that shit, you gonna always get jammed up again. Nobody can't beat the game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't beat the game. It's just when it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. So when I got jammed up the second time, when they kicked my door in, I was like, shit, I'm broke. So I just started, you know, I started robbing and shit. I started robbing dope boys. Like, fuck it.
You know, I don't know shit about that. You know, no.
Man, you know, man, I called you.
Like that's my plan too. You know how we get down.
Yeah, man. Come on, man, we in the chat. Yeah.
So shit, I did
You
what
know
you know.
what I'm saying? Yeah, so
What you do? Get another job? No, I started robbing it.
Start robbing it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was just like, fuck it, like they can't go to people on me. I was just ready for that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Started using that and I was like, all right, it was like this shit ain't it. We almost got jammed up, me and my homie, God bless his soul.
Right.
And I was like, all right, we gotta change some shit around, you know what I'm saying? So I started really taking this shit like real serious. Like, all right, dude told me this shit gonna work. I saw that shit working for him. Like, I ain't got nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Let me just go all in on this shit. And so, you know, it was a struggle. I lost money in the beginning because, you know, you gonna lose what you don't understand, but that shit build up like a tolerance for you. Right? One of the things people hate to do is take L's, but you need the L's to turn them bitches into W's. You know what I'm saying? You need them. So I was like, all right, cool. So I just learned that shit and I was like, all right, cool. So when I started, matter of fact, I built the Falcon Stadium, you hear me? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna just invest 70% of my money. I'm gonna just live like I ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just started investing all my money and I just started seeing that shit work for me. And I was like, this that shit right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I started telling my homies like we was wasting a lot of money, you know, just buying a lot of designer shit. And I was be like, look, I ain't trying to tell you don't buy the shit, but you can own the shit too. You know what I'm saying? So they was like, man, what you talking about? I'm like, look, like you wearing them Fendi's, you wearing them Louis Vuittons, like that shit on the stock market. You drinking Hennessy every day, like own that shit. If we gonna go to the club, we gonna stand on the sofas, you gonna buy the bottles of hemp, fuck, own that shit different. You gonna buy your girl the Gucci bag, own that shit different. You wear Dickies, you wear Louis Vuittons, you wear Vans, like that shit owned by a company called VSC. If you wear Dickies, you wear Vans, you wear Timbs, like own that shit, and that shit gonna make you feel different. That shit just started making me feel different, cause we don't know what ownership is, right? Everybody get bread and they just teach you how to spend that shit. Nobody don't teach you how to make that shit, make shit for you.
See, that's where he come in.
Yeah, my God. And that's when I met them. When I met them, that's how my shit started. Like I was on the road, but then I learned a lot from them. You know what I'm saying? Just how to put my shit together, how to structure my shit the right way. You know what I'm saying? That's my guys for sure. They helped me, the Wall Street Trapper brand transition because I fuck with them so hard. You know
That's why I'm just about to let them talk. I ain't even just say some shit. I'm listening, bro. Whatever the fuck y'all want, cause this is money talk right here.
Yeah.
Just whatever the fuck y'all feel like talking about, go ahead.
So check this
man.
out, Rashad.
I'll
So
be
listen.
listening to the questions
out,
from
Rashad. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You can't get no money talking all the time, bro. If y'all gonna come in here and tell me how to get some more paper, I'm listening.
I mean, I think that even for you guys, like, you know what I'm saying, people, they watch y'all and, you know what I'm saying, they love y'all. Like, y'all fan base is crazy loyal. I hope they watching the level up happening because it's like the plays.
No, we don't be telling. Oh, bro, we are broke. We are broke ass comedians. Look at our account. It's the same account we've been No, bro. I remember you. You always want to talk them numbers and shit. Shut your ass up. Keep me out of this. Let's take y'all for example. See, we was looking at y'all for No. Talk Wall Street, man. My baby mama watch this shit, man.
Yeah. That's a fact.
That's one liability right there.
Now look, that's dope too. Check this out. You talking about your, you know what I'm saying, your kid's mom. So one of the things I actually
And I wasn't, because she gonna hear this and like, what you say about me? That boy did say you said something about me.
That Wall Street Travel guy said so.
Y'all niggas is terrible. Y'all turning into liabilities. I gotta keep better company.
Nah.
Rappers come on here and don't start all this shit y'all be starting. God damn.
So one of the things I be talking to them about, one of the things I'm heavy about is like making sure our kids be good. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got to get out the mud, if I had to go through all that shit, I don't want my little one to go through that shit, right? So I started investing for my daughter when she was 2. You know what I'm saying? So now we done built that account up. She about to be 5. We done built that shit up. So the goal for me is to make her $1 million before she 18. And I don't do nothing but that's incremental investing. Start the custodial account, start the UGMA account. You know what I'm saying? Put that money in there every time you get paid. So now when your kid get older, you already give them that leverage in life instead of starting behind the 8 ball and instead of having to, you know what I'm saying, get it out the mud and start to have to help mom out. You can be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like put them up, put them on game early. And so now that shit becomes a habit.
All right, this is the question. I'm gonna ask all 3 of y'all.
Yeah.
What would you tell a person right now with no money? I'm talking about zero. They starting at nothing.
Right.
They just got a wish and a dream.
All right. Real shit.
Real shit.
Real shit.
What would you tell them? You the financial advisor. We're gonna pass this around.
It starts with education.
Okay.
Before you even have money, you gotta prepare to have money, right?
There
so
you
it's
go.
like, for me, education, I was just telling Troy, because I've been anti-school my whole entire life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that I didn't like to learn, I just didn't like how they was teaching me. And Troy, he was a teacher, so, you know, we always go back and forth. So now I think, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, yo, bro, you realize how bogus this whole education thing was. He's like, yeah, nah, you're right. Because it's like, this ain't real. What they teaching you ain't real. Like, the money, people printing money with machines during a pandemic.
6 trillion.
And they got nothing to do with education. Like, you go in the bank, they're not asking for your college degree. They're not asking for your high school diploma. They're not asking for none of that. They're asking for your credit score, how much money you got. That's it. So it's like when we start to learn the other side of the game, we realize that everything that we really learned is really pointless. Like Orion's belt, it ain't helping me getting no money.
Yeah, Pythagorean
you know what I'm saying?
theorems and all that.
So what? Wait, what? What?
Yeah, you missed that class.
You missed that part.
They didn't teach me that in the 10, bro.
Nah, it's real though. And what he said was like, yo, if he got it out the mud, there's no reason his daughter should. And so we gotta start thinking like that, right? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? If we look at our business, and if we hire our children as employees, that's another way to raise income for them, right? So the max that you can do is like $12,600, right? So my kid is 7 years old. If I did $12,600 the max, which can't be taxed, right? By the time he's 17, he already got $125,000. You see what I'm saying? And that changes the trajectory of his life. Because I don't know anybody. I doubt that you know anybody that at 16 had 120 to say like, what do I want to do now, right? College might not even be the option. It might be like, yo, I want to start my own business. But back to what you said, like if they had nothing, Shotty said education, I say mindset. Like I have letters that I wrote to my parents that I was gonna be a millionaire my whole life. I already thought it in my mind, right? I heard somebody say like, yo, I've been a millionaire. My bank account just didn't match it, right?
They ain't gonna have the money. Because they think being broke is funny. You
Right.
gotta be
You know what
broke
I'm saying?
and make
It's the mindset. So
I'm
like,
just bullshit. Keep doing your thing. I'm sorry.
you gotta have a mindset like, yo, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna get there. And when you get there, you've been preparing for your whole life. You already know that you was gonna be here.
I point when the point is made. Did you catch that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I've always prepared for this moment. I'm at this moment. What am I gonna do with this moment? You know what I mean?
You just told them folks you're a millionaire. Don't even know it.
Nah,
You fucking up,
I
bro.
didn't say I was.
They gonna ask you.
I already said at 8 years old, I already said I was. You know what I mean? So like I said, first it's the mindset.
But even with that, we gotta look at like growing up. We always look at like $1 million, like Scrooge McDuck. Like you got $1 million, you can just go swimming. You know
You don't need way more than $1 million to swim.
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
yeah.
Like you realize $1 million is not really a lot of money until
But
you.
it was in coins too.
Gold coins.
You should have had Bitcoin. That would have been.
He invented Bitcoin. If you look at that. 'Cause you remember when the shit came on, the nigga had so much money, he was running from it. It was like, when they get to that part, I'm like, it's a hurricane. And nigga was running, and the coins was trying to get him. You know?
Yo, we need the DuckTales drop right
That
there.
nigga used to jump in his money and go swimming every day. Uncle Scrooge, give us $1. Fuck you!
He's
Giving you
top five.
nothing.
He ain't top 5. He was swimming in money. He had a whole vote. You know, did you miss that part too?
And he dressed like a whole motherfucking pimp.
The whole time.
This nigga had on a tuxedo jacket. with a motherfucking top hat with spats on his duck feet, nigga. This was straight jazz musician. Cab Calloway type shit. Nigga had duck feet with spats on them, bro. If you don't know what spats is, that's the shit that go over your shoe to make that shit look like one.
With the pocket watch.
Come on,
And
with
the pocket
Get
watch.
the pocket watch.
Yo, it was
never gave nobody shit. This nigga had people working for him. And he would go around the world because he dropped $4 in gold coin. Uncle Scrooge took his team on some bullshit ass adventure.
But
dude from
the
Simpsons
message,
too was ill.
the message in that is he
Mr.
stayed tight,
Burns.
so he ain't spend a lot of his money.
Who?
The message in that, he ain't blow his shit.
Now, Mr. Burns, but see,
feel me?
Mr. Burns
He ain't
blow
blow
his
his
shit.
go find a message in that.
But yeah, I fuck with the
He
message.
ain't blow his
But
shit.
when you brought up Mr. Burns, that nigga's got so much paper, he just hold his hands like this. Mr. Burns he's like, you don't get the message in Mr. Burns. This nigga scrawny as hell because he don't pick up nothing but money.
Mr. Burns on a power plant.
Yeah.
It's
Man.
a whole different kind of money. Now they just had a conversation with somebody who said if you got $1 million, you need to be stepping on eggshells.
Why?
Mark Cuban, you ain't enough.
Don't scare these people. This is a
let that
black
sink in. You know why you gotta let
network.
that sink in? Let me
We
tell you why
have
you gotta let
black
that sink
people
in.
watching
Let me
this
tell you
show.
why
You
you gotta
gonna
let that
scare
sink
my
in.
niggas in the street
That's
like,
the
bro.
problem. We scared of fucking money, bro. We scared of money, Lo.
I ain't. Don't say we.
You just said you ain't got no money. You just said you ain't got no money.
I'm not
All right
scared
then.
of it.
But we scared of money. Let me tell you why.
Not we.
You get an average
Some
person.
folks.
You get an average person 6 figures. They gonna blow that shit.
You got to. That's why you need more than 6. If
That's why you need more than 7. That's why you need more than 7.
If you
That's why
get
you
$1
need more than
million,
7.
if you get $1 million, you spending that bitch.
That's why you need more. So that's why.
Exactly.
So that's why he said if you got $1 million, that ain't enough. Oh man, ain't enough.
But what if it's the other half? Like you, the nigga, like what? That's what I'm saying. Some
other half
niggas
of
done
what?
spent $1 million, right? You done
That's a
spent
fact.
that. Now you on your second half, and you're
That's
like,
cool.
all right, woo,
That's cool.
But how many people don't
Shit.
get that second
I'm about to
run?
tell you.
Second chance.
A lot of
man,
people don't get that second run.
nigga.
You know how many OGs I know? Like, well, you know what I used to be, nigga. What you used to be? That's what you used to be.
What you is.
I don't want to hear them old stories no more. OG.
Nigga,
No more story
a
starting.
lot of man.
Come on,
Them
come on,
stories
Lo.
starting to boil.
Come on, Lo. That's why investing is important.
Yeah.
You get the meal, you make 2 more meal, then you blow the meal.
Right.
It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay
It's
to blow
all
it. I want you to have fun with it,
But
I
don't
want you to know how
scare
to
these
make
people
more.
into thinking that they can't spend this
Nah,
money.
and that's why even with me, like when I brought this watch, right? Like
Oh God.
When you bought it, or when you brought it. This nigga said when he brought the watch. Nigga, when I brought the watch. When? No, I'm just fucking.
Nah, so
You got the watch.
I had to make an example. Like this is our culture, hip hop. Like we grew up like
Yeah.
in it. But we gotta do everything responsibly. So that's why when I made the
Put
video,
that
like,
bitch on the camera, man. Just flick it one time.
Flick that shit like
Cause you didn't buy it for nobody not to see it.
so it's factory diamonds. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't.
That's
drill
how you
holes-
supposed to go?
You didn't drill holes in it.
None of
devalue
that.
it. This watch gonna appreciate over the course of time. Ric Flair had this watch 30 years ago.
That one?
That's a fact.
That nigga done got so much money, he buying Ric Flair watch. No, I'm just fucking-
Nah, so I'm saying like
that nigga stunned on y'all bitches.
it's an investment though.
Yeah, I fuck
I'm
with
saying it's an investment. So it's like we got to show them, like we got to relate to them the same way a rapper will relate to them. Not
Right.
to actually make them feel bad about themselves or show off on them, but just let them know like this is what you're aspiring to. You can still have fun. You can still buy nice things, but do it responsibly. This
Right.
is how we gonna do it. We gonna
You spend your shit and have a plan with it because you can get your money. You can keep making money off the shit, like you
Right.
said.
And that's the
Whatever you
goal.
spend it on.
Yeah.
But there's a lot, right? It's a gold watch, right? We know that gold appreciates over time, right? So he can pass that down to his kid when he's 30. His son can have that for years and pass it down. And so
Don't
that
give it to your son because I'm saying that's just so cliche. Leave it to your grandson.
right.
So that's what I say. Make sure you secure 2 generations.
Exactly.
That's my thing right now.
That's just
like,
been so bomb. Think
securing
of
2
all that
generations.
granddad left us a Rolex. Nigga.
That's a fact. What if he left you that same money in stocks?
what if he left you anything?
I don't even
I'm
know.
telling
I
you.
ain't have a
You feel me?
My
And that's the
granddad
thing.
left us some
Making
bills
that
in
shit
the pocket
normal.
knife.
Making it normal to leave your kids something. You know what I'm saying? Making it normal to leave your
Nah, but
grandkids
that's
something.
why-
Some bills and there was a pocket knife on there.
That's why what we doing is so important.
Hey, what's up? You know that credit card, the one you're scared to look at because you don't know the balance and you ain't really been keeping up with it? Check this out. It's this program called Upstart you can go to and they put all your credit card balances in one place and you can just make one payment. You don't have to keep worrying about multiple logins and trying to figure out what your password is. You can just go to upstart.com/85south and use our code and get your account started so you can pay all your bills in one spot and then save yourself a whole bunch of time, energy, and money, things you don't have to remember. You can get approved the same day and you can receive your funds as fast as one business day. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided on your loan application. That's upstart.com. Go fill out your application. They got loans from $1,000 to $50,000. You're already in the game right now because you're watching this commercial. So make sure you go to upstart.com/85south show so you can start rolling. Get the ball rolling, man. I don't know why you wasting time doing it the other way. This is the future. That's upstart.com/85south.
Because when they see Wall Street Trapper, they see his struggle. They know he's from New Orleans. He did 10 years in jail when he was 16 years old. So he speaks the lingo. You know what I'm saying? When they see us, they know that we didn't go to Harvard. We're not the most polished as far as our diction is concerned. That's not stopping us from investing. Right. That's not stopping us from having intelligent conversations. You don't have to compromise. A lot of times growing up, you compromise your intelligence. Nobody wants to be the smartest person in the room. You're around a bunch of people that's talking about random nonsense. You feel uncomfortable speaking about anything that has any level of intelligence. You dumb down yourself. It happens all the time. But now it's like nobody also wants to be the dumbest person in the room. Mm-hmm. So if everybody's getting money,
that'd be the person talking the loudest.
The dumbest person?
Yeah, stupid. Man.
So if everybody's talking about something, now you want to actually elevate your conversation, and it's okay to actually sound intelligent. It's okay to understand money. It's not like, it doesn't make you a nerd. It doesn't make you corny. So when they see us, I think like not just us, but our whole movement of financial literacy online, they like, oh, these are just regular people. They like us. Like if we can do it, why can't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody do it.
Yeah, we make it no secret that we learning as we go. And as we learn, we teach. That's just the role. Like we're gonna learn and we're gonna teach as an obligation. So when you learn, you do the same thing. And so like if that cycle just continues, now you got a whole community of people that's educated, and it challenges you, right? Like you don't want to be in that circle, and you can't say anything because you don't know anything about the topic. And so like,
I'll tell you something I learned about money. Ain't nobody gonna give you none.
The bank will give you some, but they're gonna tax you.
You see what? That's exactly why I said ain't nobody giving you shit.
So here's the thing about that: if you learn the language, then you know how to play the bank. You feel me? So knowledge is gonna always be the fertilizer to your wealth. Right?
Boy.
You fucking up.
Nigga. I wish I could go to commercial right now. There's supposed to be some Oscar Mayer after that motherfucker.
You feel me? So the more you learn, man.
I want to sit like this now. Nigga, I think we on something. Fuck that. Welcome to another episode of Earn Your 85 South Show. Yeah, this is the paid portion of the show. Broke people are not even allowed to see this part.
You must stop listening now.
Your screen will be blacked out right now. We know exactly what you have in your account. If you can still see this, that means you have some money.
Oh, man.
Man, what are some of the lessons that you learned just in life about money, like from your family? So some good and bad things. Some shit that you grew up around that you know was.
The biggest lesson I learned just in my journey of understanding money is the more you chase money, the more it's gonna run from you. And it's
like hoes, ain't it?
Similar.
You gotta act like you ain't stuck with shit.
When you don't want it, when you don't need it.
Like, what's wrong with me? You don't like money?
Yeah, no, it's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. When you don't need it, that's when it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when you, so it's like even coming from working class environments, like you said, that was crazy what you said. Anybody that works 2 jobs, they never really have any, you still never have any money. So it's like, yo, you working 40 hours a week, overtime and all of this, and you're in a race to go nowhere. Because you don't still understand money. When you understand money, it's like, I'm on my phone, 10 o'clock in the morning on the wake up, and money's coming in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we started businesses, we got systems in place. So to me, that's been the biggest life lesson is like, don't chase the money, chase your passion, chase knowledge, chase information. The money's a byproduct of that. It's not a byproduct of work. You can't work to become rich.
I'm just sitting back smiling. I love to hear niggas talk this shit because it's like, Like you said, but once you're on the other side and you don't see it that way, you have to get a certain knowledge and a certain understanding of what you're speaking on right now. So it's like, the motherfuckers who got to go to work tomorrow, they might be sitting there like, man, they just sitting there talking.
Nah,
shit.
it's real. It's real. Like my partners are entrepreneurs. Like, so they watching me go to work as we're even doing Earn Your Leisure. Like, I'm going to work teaching, and I'm sitting there watching my phone. I'm watching kids. I'm watching my phone.
You ain't watching them kids if you watching.
right, exactly.
You lied to yourself.
Exactly. So I'm like, yo, what am I doing here? I'm watching somebody in Nigeria say, yo, that episode really changed my life, and I'm teaching a kid how to like skip and hop.
See how you was like, what
and I'm like,
you quit your job.
And he told me to quit my job, and I'm like, yo, my purpose is bigger than this moment, right? So like, you said it, and it's the Warren Buffett quote. We was like, yo, if you don't make money while you sleep, you don't work till you die.
Work till you die.
What was that moment where you knew you had to quit the job?
It was that moment. I was like, yo, where is my biggest impact, right? Because like I was teaching phys ed. I'm like, yo, what's the ceiling for a phys ed teacher, right? Like you get to be the athletic director somewhere, like
the football coach.
You get the football coach, right? And it's like, dog, that can't be life. And so like when we started to see the impact that the podcast was having, I was like, yo, rather than impacting this school or this school district, I can impact the world. I'm like, yo, I gotta go where I can impact the world. And so like it was a quick decision. And he been telling me that for like, what, 5-10 years? Like, yo, bro, I'm gonna get you out of there. You can't be teaching no more. Like they waking up when they wanna wake up. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
lesson plan.
With a lesson plan.
PE lesson plan. PE lesson plan.
With the lesson plan.
Killer carrier.
Hey, you was a teacher teaching that. What you used to listen to on the ride to school in the morning? I always wonder what the fuck teachers listen to.
I'm listening to anything. I'm listening.
What you listen to? Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Saying, like as a black teacher,
I'm listening to anything. I'm listening to.
What was your teacher shit? The shit where you was like, I'm finna teach today. Man, that shit got me hyped. Well, I've been hyped. I'm lit till 6th period at least. I don't even need no lunch today. It's chicken tender day. Might just skip that.
Hope that milk ain't spoil you.
That's part of it too. It's like I'm listening to whatever the kids are listening to.
Word. So
they keep you young, and it's like, yo, through that, I'm like, all right, I can learn something from that music, and when it's time to teach a lesson, I'm gonna incorporate that. And so it was like, yo, that's how you get financial literacy. So if 21 Savage is talking something about money, I'm gonna know. If Uzi's talking about something that has to do with money, I know. And now when I go into a classroom, yo, you heard that new Uzi song?
I like how you brought that 21 Savage up. Cause when that nigga dropped that line, he said, they the type of people that are standing in line for some free shit.
Shout out to
But you gotta know that, right? You know what I'm saying?
Standing in line for some free shit. That's a fact.
That's a
That's a
hard.
There you go.
That's a hard bar.
But like, yo, if I don't listen to
Make
it,
me look at
I'm
people
listening.
different.
Exactly.
Shit.
That's a hard bar.
fact.
That's a hard bar.
Shit.
Like
Savage.
It's hard.
21.
I'm thinking about that one now.
That nigga said they the type of standing in line for some free shit.
I need to sit with him so he can dissect that shit.
Never.
fact.
You will never.
If you listen close enough, he be saying
Yeah,
something.
he be saying.
So
I think one of the
He
things for
said
me
a lot
was,
of shit.
just more important than that shit is they print that shit every day. So it's enough for everybody. I think what happens too is when we grew up, like we grew up with that scarcity mindset. Boy, I ain't got no money for that shit. Money gonna pay these bills, I ain't got no money for that. Put this on Lil with, right? So you people always trying to be like, hold on to it, right? And I think if we have the mindset like that, that shit come to us, like you can attract that shit. You be around people, and I think that was one of the things I had to learn, and I learned that from them was like being in a conversation with people that's talking that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you gotta believe that you
gotta
can actually
understand
be
it.
you.
Yeah, like I think that's one of the things I'll tell somebody who don't have no bread. Like get around people who got some bread. Get around some different
And
conversations.
don't ask them for none.
Don't ask them for nothing. Like just go be around the conversation.
that's a big one.
That's a big one.
That's a big one.
I know so many people that have fucked up opportunities by asking for shit.
That's a fact.
Shut your and them
Just chill.
people was just about to get you
pop you
straight,
off.
and then you showed them that you needed something.
Yeah, real shit.
And they like, well, we can't fuck
Different
with you
shit.
because you out here hungry.
Yeah.
You think you'll do anything?
That's a fact.
You will do anything. No, nigga, you're
I
not
learned
loyal
that.
because you hungry. You will do
starving.
anything
You starving.
for some money. And that's why people always say, all money ain't good money. Because whatever, and I said, ain't nobody giving you shit. Anytime you get something or you acquire something, something is required of you.
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
So
Everything
some
earned.
motherfuckers gonna throw you some money just to fuck up shit.
Yeah.
Just to be like,
So you go,
I wonder how much
they
it'll
won't
take
say-
for them niggas to kill each other.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Oh, they arguing over that? Wow, I didn't know. Were they broke?
Yeah. So if you get around people who, had them
But
conversations.
it's just like, man, that shit crazy. Cause like we come from a dangerous ass place, and it's like,
Facts.
you know, people who have died for less. Man, if
Way
you was
less.
in them situations, like, whoa, don't fucking shoot me, nigga. You mad? I will give you $1,200. You about to shoot
Nah,
nigga
that's
for
a
six? Don't shoot me for this $600, bro. Promise. Take me to the crib. Don't shoot me. Oh, don't shoot me, bro. The bill gonna be $68,000. I promise.
Facts.
Nah, man, for real.
Being around people that know how to have them conversations, man, that's different. And just hearing people talk about money in a different way besides paying bills, right? Understanding like the things that you can do with money, understanding the things you can do with credit. You know what I'm saying? Leveraging that shit. You don't even need the bread. You know what I'm saying? Learning these lessons early. Fortunate enough for me, I went to prison when I was 16. And I say that, in a weird ass way.
I'm
what I'm
glad
saying?
you said it, 'cause
I say that in a weird ass way. But I learned so much during that 10-year bid. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much during that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to mess my credit up and blow my credit. You know what I'm saying? So I came home, I was able to just start building. You know what I'm saying? Taking that time, understanding that wealth take time. Right. But we always on defense, right? We always on defense. So when we start playing offense, we start saying, okay, how do I leverage the bank? How do I make the bank work for me? How do I make them stocks work for me? How do I use this brain of mine that I was in the streets hustling with, because the streets taught me how to be an investor.
Yeah, man, if you can
know what I'm
sell,
saying?
if you can hustle in the streets,
100%.
you can run any
You can run
goddamn
anything.
thing.
And I use that to build my brand and build my business.
Yeah, we got to use better words. Because it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here who don't even know they got a whole dope ass resume from
100%.
selling dope.
100%.
You just got to translate that shit to, corporate language.
You know what's crazy is like, we got a loyal support base in jails all across America.
100%.
And it's like, they're interested in business. They just went about it a lot of times the wrong way.
Of course.
It wasn't introduced to them the correct way. So now it's like, you're like, damn, I could actually make this money just having vending machines.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Simple.
Right.
getting
Simple.
a mobile home. Or,
Simple.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's
Simple.
like, nobody really explained that. Once you get to play, you still got the same mechanics in your brain like you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You transition from the streets to, it's a different game, but you still using the same
100%.
mechanics.
Yeah, I know. Because the next business I start going to be with lace fronts and eyelashes.
Billion-dollar industry.
Laugh if
And
you
they don't
want
care
to.
who sell it.
I'm going to find
Eyelash.
some kind
That's
of
a
way to
pandemic
be
within
selling
itself.
these
They don't
lace
care who
fronts.
sell it.
In Atlanta.
These lace fronts be $3,000, man.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And they need them.
The eyelash.
They need them.
The
Like
eyelash
not like they need them. Like yo, I done seen them.
The
I need
demand.
the
He's
lace
saying
front.
the demand is there.
Yeah. They need
No,
them.
not that they need them.
No, it's like they need me to
yeah,
start
yeah,
this
yeah.
company.
dope fiend, I need it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Blue Magic could have been
Clean it up,
easily
clean it up.
misunderstood.
I like that.
was-
Good
that was
cleanup.
sick.
Clean it up, clean it up.
Yeah,
Clean it up.
Blue
I'm
Magic,
getting in
man.
the industry,
For
though.
high
Like you
demand.
said, that's $1 trillion.
Supply and demand.
It's media trading right there.
I love that, man.
He cleaned it up.
Travis Smiley, I see it.
You just dying to expose who I really am. man. You want these motherfuckers to think that I went to school and got a media degree, and you want them to think I'm financially well off, and you want them to think I robbed their ass if I fall off.
Fact. That's what the trap for, man.
I already done peeped the skin. You gotta learn how to read the room, man.
Nah, that's a fact, man. But here's another thing too, though. Once you become financially literate, your whole life change. You'll never see the world the same. You'll never see the world the same. You never see money the same. You never see business the same. And then you know whatever you want to reach, that shit is attainable.
That's why I'm gonna be successful in the wig business, because of my research department. This is what you call networking.
That was that fast?
Yeah, because he did not only bring me the current up-to-date number, he let me know that 2016 was the peak of the wig market, and it made $192 million on wigs just in the United States
Man, pay that man.
alone.
Pay that man, man.
Shout out to the research department.
Shout out to the research team.
I just want $2 million a year off of hair products. And,
That's a fact.
yeah.
That's another thing.
We interviewed somebody.
Multiple streams.
Shout out to Chu Bernard. He went to the hair
a
weed
fact.
capital of the world, India.
India, yep.
What part of India? I forgot. He went out, he's like Frank Lucas. Now he's a guy from Brooklyn that was down on his luck, he lost everything. He said, you know what do I do? He went to India, got bundles straight from the source, Came
like
back
off their heads. Like I want hers, and hers.
Check him out. Basically, that's what happened. And he had the #1 hair product in New York for like 5 years running.
That's the crazy part is like the way that you're thinking about having a business, our community isn't. We're just consumers of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you even look at who owns the stores, not here in Atlanta, but definitely where we at in New York.
We got too many haters in the community. I ain't mean to cut you off, but it just sparked it in me. There's so many haters in the community, talking people out of their dreams and making them believe that it's not possible. It's like, man, because everybody hate. I said it on him before. People hate the start. The start is ugly when you gotta be hustling out your crib and you gotta lay your last 5 wigs down and be like, fuck with it, cuz. Excuse me, little weed, man. I know I'm unprofessional and fuck, right? But this real shit.
Right.
Like your dream gotta be started somewhere. Bro, my bad. Excuse the little weed.
I see the 5 wigs.
You want to get that one? I'll knock it off for the little weed. My bad. I know I'm unprofessional, but fuck with me right quick.
You gotta start though.
Exactly.
The best way to kill a big idea is introduce it to a small mind. Shout out to my man Neo.
Neo.
Shout out to Neo.
That motherfucker just.
Yeah.
The way that bitch walked around the room.
That's real talk. Though.
That's real.
Yeah,
I started my brand with 2
not gonna get
ebooks,
it,
bro.
Yeah, they're gonna kill it.
I started my brand with 2 ebooks, a $10 ebook and a $12 ebook, yo. And I ain't stopped. You know, you gotta, the starting point is difficult. No matter it is, you trying to start learning to invest. One of the questions people always ask is, how much I start with? Man, start with what you got. Start there. Like you don't gotta have this big number in your head, like start where you at. You build it. You don't build a house all at once, you build that shit brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? So start where you at and build on it. Like tell yourself, you know, every time I get paid, I'm gonna put $10 up.
See, somebody started a fucking business building houses all at once. He heard what you just said and was like, bullshit. It's a one-piece setup.
But he still had to start piece by piece.
But exactly, but even when he said, man, I'm gonna start building houses all together. Man, that's a dumbass idea. Watch and see.
Watch me. Yeah. So you start there. Like that's how you get it. Like that financial freedom, that time equity, owning your 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's
that.
important to me. Like it ain't, for me, it's not even about the money. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's about like, I want to own my 24 hours. Like I want to be able to do whatever I need to do, when I need to do, how I need to do it. And then I want my daughter to own her 24 hours. So she ain't under no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like owning your 24 hours, that's the real freedom.
That's it. Like
you know what I'm saying? The money, you gonna blow some money, you gonna make some money, you gonna blow that shit again. But your time, I'll never get them 10 years back. So I gotta make every other 10 years count. So how do I do that? Every investment I make, that shit gotta buy some more time for me.
What? Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know
what year
saying?
was you in there?
From 99 to 2007.
Oh, them was the best years. Oh,
Listen to me, Lo. Listen to me. The hot boys went crazy.
No,
I was in jail going crazy.
Boy,
Cash money went crazy.
nigga who's on the streets in the 99 to 2000
I was mad. I was mad.
You weren't worried about no
was
financial
mad.
freedom, nigga. Reebok from 2 for 99.
mad.
Boy, and then you get the 2 for 89,
That's a
nigga.
fact.
What?
I was
We
mad.
was just wearing white t-shirts all
long
summer,
pants.
nigga. We was financially free.
that's a fact.
Gas was 99 cents
That's
a
a fact.
gallon,
That's a
nigga.
fact.
Nigga, the big
Jabot.
ball of Coke, this shit was $1.
Listen, you got your reason, Joe
$1,
Jabot.
nigga.
You got the reeds on your feet.
Nigga.
With your Jabot.
Nigga.
Your soldier.
Come on, bro. Nigga with the 4 goals.
I just took mine out.
Oh, nigga. Nigga,
took
now,
mine
bro,
out.
I'm talking about, we was nothing in bitches every weekend. Nigga, the club was closing at 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Waffle House. I'm talking about we were nothing in bitches we went to school with. We was getting head off in the, nigga. Pimp C had some shit out.
Pimp was talking that shit.
Ooh.
Smoking loud in my cup.
Man.
Pimp was talking that talk.
Boy, I hate you, Mr. 99.
Yeah, I was mad. I was
Just
mad.
know, your
The
boy
summer.
get
And
enough
it was the summer.
hoes.
It
Nigga, I
was
was
the
selling
summer.
weed a little bit. Nigga, we had money.
Yeah, I was mad about that. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't gonna lie. I
Man,
was mad
nigga was
about
letting
that.
them pound go for 700.
I ain't gonna lie, though. He was taxing you, dog.
Nigga, I'm telling you, bro.
got it for
But that was to the dough.
And that was Reggie, too.
Nigga, it
I
was.
be telling people this too, though. I ain't gonna lie. They be talking about they been smoking. I'm like, you lying, because I came home in 2008, 2007. Y'all was smoking Reggie, fam. I remember that.
It wasn't me. Don't say me. Your stories always say me.
Bro, I remember that.
And you came home and when?
2007.
See, I know you lying on me.
No, you was
Because
smoking
I
Reggie.
stopped smoking mid in 2005.
To go to what?
It was better shit.
You were thinking about it. I was thinking about it. Don't let me catch you lying on this show, Lo.
I'm not lying. Nigga, you can ask Clayton English. When I moved to Atlanta in 2005, me and this nigga used to ride from Kennesaw to the city to get purple in 2005. I know what the fuck I was smoking on. Now 2008 is when my son was born, and I did goddamn buy some mid. Until that was the last time I bought some mid was in 2008, and I put that on everything because I remember my son was a baby. He was at my house, and I had ran out the back door because the nigga on the next building had a little mid. He was like, Lo, I know we be smoking loud, but if you buy this little bit of mid from me, I'm gonna get you straight when the loud come back in. And I was like, he was like, come on, bro. This is my last little bit before I go get some more. I remember that. Don't try me now.
Now, I started selling perp like an 09, bro. So.
I was in the city of Atlanta. That was perp right downtown. But the blunts was $20 a piece.
That's what I'm telling you. There was a gram
and me and
for
Clayton
$20.
used to ride all the way down here.
For $20.
He'd get to 20, and then we'll put ours together, and then we had like a nice, that's how we became friends.
That's a fact.
Because I was like, nigga, I don't smoke mid. And he was like, I don't smoke mid neither. And then I was like, well, we got to do something. This is shit, we got to put $20 worth of gas in this bitch, because that summer, the 05, that was when Bush was the president, and they had the gas prices that summer. Niggas ain't know what we was going to do.
Gas prices went up in 05.
Boy, you should have never brought up 99 in 2000. I'm talking about it was so many thick hoes on the street. Bitches had no limit tanks tattooed.
Listen. So I had came to Atlanta in 96.
You remember this shit?
Bro.
You was in New York. Y'all probably wasn't lit yet. Y'all wasn't lit.
I came to Atlanta in 96.
No, the Rough Riders was out.
Yeah. I missed the tour.
That was a cold summer.
The Cash Money Rough Riders tour. I just missed the tour.
Yeah, I
just missed it.
I went.
Tell them that shit was crazy.
You know what's crazy about the Rough Rider Cash Money tour? You know who opened up before the lights came on?
I don't know. I was in prison.
50 Cent. Before the lights came on, 50 was out with 10 people watching.
What did he sing?
That's when he was on, what was it?
Ghetto Quran, How to Rob.
How to Rob. The shit that got him shot.
That was 2000.
How to Rob.
He missed 2000. He was in the system in 2000.
I was in the system.
I remember it was your birthday.
Yeah.
Nigga, you missed velour, fat farm suits.
Iceberg.
Iceberg.
Sean.
I was mad. I was getting pictures. My partner used to send me pictures from Mardi Gras. I used to be mad.
Boy, you ain't even get to go in there and buy 2 pair of Air Force One.
No. I missed the whole two-way page era.
Were you from Mississippi?
Yeah.
Who's the strongest from that era? Who's the strongest from the South?
David, from the South?
From the 99, 2000.
Like that era, like that 2000.
Cash Money.
Nah.
They was.
I'm gonna tell you what
2000?
everybody come from North Mississippi, close to Memphis. So we all like that. That was when Project Pat came out and dropped that goddamn Get It Green. And he dropped that Ballers. We be on some Twinkies. Player haters get found, stanky. That was that shit in Juvenile.
I'm about to say, but Cash Money still was the hottest.
I'm saying Juvenile.
I'm talking like mid 2000s.
In that area.
Because like
mid,
for New
So
York.
3-6 Mafia was still popping.
Yeah. They had just got the big deal.
Yeah.
New York during that era, everybody gonna say G Unit 50 Cent, but I never seen anything like Dipset. You never seen so many bandanas and
pink color shirts.
When they came out,
oversized
Dipset,
coats.
Man, it was different.
I love that era too.
I was in prison, bro.
I know. That's why we trying to let you know shit was hard out there. I'm talking about in a good way. Niggas was balling, nigga.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Like a motherfucker.
I saw that shit. I used to get them pictures. My
bitch.
partners there used to send me pictures. I used to be like, yo, this shit lit out here.
No, I'm talking about all the bitches had clear skin. It was some, bruh, in 99, 2000, some beautiful motherfuckers on the street. I don't know what happened to them, but man, I'm talking about that was a good year, bro. It was some beautiful black women out here in the 99, and they was all twerking. This was before twerking was called twerking. And twerking, only dope boys used to twerk.
It's called popping.
I gotta run down the street and twerk something real quick, and I'll be back. That was a street move.
It was called popping.
And then twerking somehow got into the strippers, and now twerking is a dance move. Twerking used to be some whole street shit.
Yeah, it was popping. Pussy popping to be exact.
On the handstand.
Damn.
Some New Orleans shit. Pussy
She
popping.
can earn a lot of revenue doing that.
Support black businesses.
That's a good
Shout out
investment.
to Blue Flame, Killer Mike. Shout out to Killer Mike.
They right here. We got them.
I love the Flame. Ain't nothing like the Flame.
That's part of the Atlanta economy.
Staple.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Because if you can meet the right stripper, that could turn you on to a whole new network.
You know what's crazy? Shout out to Killer Mike. We interviewed him. He said that's when he first realized, because you know he got that bank,
Greenwood.
Yeah. He said he first realized about Cash App, PayPal, digital in the strip club.
Yeah.
When he saw a stripper getting tipped.
Get a cash
and
app.
he was like, yo, with the money.
money.
And she
Cash
she
app.
showed up, she's like, the fuck is Cash App? And then that opened his eyes to
They got it on their
Hey,
heels
if you
now.
in the strip club, cash apping strippers, nigga, you lame as a motherfucker. You are a fucking lame, and you are not on the streets in the 99 and 2000.
That's a fact.
That's how I know.
That's a
You
fact.
new niggas, y'all fucking disgust me. Ooh, I can't stand you. I hope y'all don't never get financially free. Brody, look at ooh.
That's a fact.
I hope you stay in
You take away from
bondage.
the
my
experience
nigga.
when you do that.
Slave to the materialistic bullshit.
You can't throw the Cash App.
You take away from the experience if you cash out.
Oh,
You don't agree with that?
I don't agree with the cash out.
damn.
You got to go get the ones, man.
Straight old school?
Old school. I live by them old school rules, man.
That's COVID regulations.
Yeah, man. You got to do that, man.
Well, I believe that's why they started moving to the cash app too. COVID. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only because of that.
Because money's so
Safety first.
nasty.
Money nasty.
Safety
I mean,
first.
it's been nasty, but now you just know it's nasty.
Yes, it's gonna be. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna take it.
100%.
I would much rather, if I had to do it that way, I would much rather catch it on some money. I'm just saying. I
with
mean,
you on this
it's either that or a stripper titty.
Now, listen, I know you love titties.
I'm just saying. What would you like? Say for instance, you accidentally got the shit off a stripper titty, but you could have accidentally got it off some money that
I would
you
rather get
came
it
up
off
on.
some money, Lo.
Hey, that's all I'm
You rather
saying.
get COVID off money?
Then a stripper titty?
Why?
Because it's the lesser of the two evils.
Or then a stripper titty? You wanted, I mean, if you had to pick between money and a stripper titty, you would want to be
I
on
mean,
Not
but the
like
strip, you
$1.
get an
I mean-
experience, like you have, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
we was in a strip club,
just
you didn't even
dollar-
touch the bra, bro.
Bro, this is
COVID.
actually
I felt extremely uncomfortable in
I
that.
took him to the flame.
yeah.
Yo, he took me to the flame. Like, this is the craziest
You
part.
fucked up some financials in there. nigga. That nigga dipped into it. You know you dipped into your portfolio, nigga.
We got, we got to tell you. So first,
You wrote it off?
We from New York, right? So shout out to Blue Flame, but that's Illmatic. That's Illmatic. That's different. Nah, that's different. We gotta see him. We have to see him. No, we gotta see him. That's different. That's like a horror movie. So we always heard about Magic City. So I never been to Magic City. So Trap, he like, yo, I'm taking you to Magic City. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we driving. My man Mike lives in Atlanta, so he like, yo, this ain't really the way to Magic City. And I don't really know where we're at, but I'm like, okay. So I see it, and I see the Blue Flame. I'm like, did they change the name? Like, so I'm like, he's like, no, don't worry about it. We good.
I thought about the experience.
Yo, I seen this dude running with no shirt on, like
That's
a
a fact.
fullback, and he dived.
Over the rail.
I said, yo, Trap, man. I can't.
He said, I'm gone. I said, man, come back. I
Start walking back to the
I
car.
said, man, come back.
But not when he started walking back, he did a flip.
Then he did a flip.
onto the concrete,
Nah, I
like
said this-
laying on his chest.
I don't know
I'm
if this
like,
is
yo,
the
what they
best-
serving in there.
This is the best place for me.
I say, that's letting you know the night gonna be good.
That's how I know. He gonna find the most hood
Yeah.
shit that he can get us into. And he can be like, nah, we good here. I'm looking like,
no, we're really not good here. Like, we're really not.
They was like, Trap,
Really
we tripped,
not.
like, nah, we good. Come on.
Them New Orleans niggas is
Exactly.
different. Telling you.
He was right at home.
he's like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm out. After the hour, like, I'm out. He's like, nah, I'm gonna be here for a little bit.
Shout out to the flame, man. It's
Shout
nothing like it.
out to the Flame, man.
I took my partner in there. That nigga had the time of his life.
I'm telling
He
you, man.
loved thick chicks, so I had found the thickest one in there, and that nigga had ordered the seafood. So the
was a
nigga
little
was
tight.
getting the lap dance in the corner, eating the seafood like this. Nigga, but he was still getting the dance from the chick, but the nigga was eating.
Now, I will say this.
I'm like, bro, stop dancing. They gonna throw you out. You can't. He's like, nah, the bitch dancing with me. I was like, no, don't dance back. Just stand there, nigga. Because I don't want to be the nigga who brought the dancing ass nigga to the strip club.
Now we bring our partner Matt. Yeah, Matt had a good time.
It's so funny to take a nigga from out of town to the Atlanta
I took
strip
my-
club.
I
But
took
nigga
my
like, bro,
dog.
this bitch like me. Like, bro,
There's always one of them. No. There's always one of them. There's always one of them. There's always one of them. Man, she like me. Give me some money. No, nigga, this just cool. Nigga, you know my money.
she don't like you, my
Like you,
nigga.
my guy.
Bro,
Nah,
we
that's a
gotta
fact.
start letting our niggas know before we get out the car. Look, she does not like any.
off the rip.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Don't fall in love with him.
Nah, I used to host a lot of shit at the strip club, man. I actually used to do like comedy nights and shit. All the strippers would come out the back, they'll count their money up and we'll just do the comedy show. If they liked you, they'll throw money on you.
They threw money at you?
Yeah, they like your joke.
That's different.
Like while you up on stage? Like they
If they like you. So look, we got the comedy show in the strip club. Okay. So we bring the comedians out, right? So
Okay.
if they like you as a comedian,
They
nigga,
can start making it rain on
they
you?
were in the strip club. That's what
So
they
the
was-
strippers is making it rain on you.
Sometimes.
So you gotta pick the
There
money
were
up with the
strippers
floor?
and people at the show.
You was like,
Nah, he had to sleep.
No, you killed it. They're like, nigga, you stupid. And the stripper like,
Would you take? Would you
I'm
take
like, thank
cash
you
out?
very much. Yeah, let me bring this next nigga to. Hey, no face was there.
Word? That's a fact.
That's facts, man. I had the craziest night in Atlanta. I used to have the camel toe contest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could just have like ladies in the audience and be like, I got a fat pussy. Get in the camel toe contest. The winner got $500. Terrible financial decision. New Face was there. He probably still got the flyer and shit.
Stimulate the
Bro, we had a lot of shit going on. I'm talking about my comedy grind been crazy.
Hey man, it's your boy Clayton English. And the return that y'all all been waiting for in the MMA is here. It's here right now. One of the MMA's most notorious stars is stepping back into the octagon this Saturday. And DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of the UFC, is giving you a free shot at huge cash prizes. For this weekend's fight, DraftKings is offering new players a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with first deposit. DraftKings is a safe, secure, and reliable, so you can deposit and withdraw your funds at your convenience. So, there's millions of dollars out there. If you think you know who gonna whoop somebody's ass, this is your time. Like you've been doing it your whole life. You knew who was gonna win which fight. You saw it. You was like, oh, that bitch is about to get her ass whooped. Can you do that now when there's money on the line? It's putting your skills to the test is what we saying. And if you haven't tried it yet, it's basically what you've been doing. Fantasy MMA is easy to play. You pick 6 fighters, stay under the salary cap, and you just pile up the points. You get points for advances, takedowns, and more shit. You know what I'm saying? If you run up off the fence and kick a motherfucker in the face, I'm sure it's some more money to be made off that. Cause that shit is rare, but that shit is sweet. When a motherfucker run up the wall and kick you with a foot, look, there's no better way to test your MMA knowledge. You think you know about the fighters? Then prove it right now. And don't forget football playoffs where DraftKings has even more money up for grabs this weekend. So you can cover all your bases. Download the DraftKings app now and use promo code 85South to get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes throughout the weekend. That's promo code 85South to get a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes. Only at DraftKings. Minimum $5 deposit. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com for details.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Hey, what's up? It's your man Karlous Miller. I would just like to thank the good folks over there at Blue Chew for sponsoring this podcast. They sponsored this podcast and they gave us a special promo code for all of our listeners who could, benefit from a little extra confidence where it counts. It's BlueChew.com. Use the promo code 85South. Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. So yeah, you need to get over there to the BlueChew.com. Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy, and it's shipped right to your door in a discreet package. Go use that promo code. Use the promo code 85South. Blue Chew. You better go over there, man. I'm telling you. It's changing the world. It's prolific like that.
Support black businesses.
From day one.
Pushing the economy.
From day one.
If you want to really support the black business, support the bathroom man. That's the hustling this nigga. Well, I don't know, like, in times like this, I don't know, because, the world shut down. But the bathroom man used to be one of the most hustling-this niggas. He got DVDs and candy and shit. I'm like, nigga, you got
Perfume, the cologne joint.
The oils, everything.
Niggas used to be hustling. I support all black business, though. I support the black weed man. People who cut hair and do hair at their house.
How you feel about the Water Boys?
Shit, some of them motherfuckers. Some of them niggas is grown. If you got a tattoo, you can't be a water boy. You are a water man at this point, and you should be selling water at the Falcons game, not.
I actually want to go teach them something, man.
Man, that's the thing about it.
I'm gonna go teach them something.
See, they got the little boys who sell water, they're getting a bad rap. Because there's some niggas out there selling water too. There's some young niggas that look like boys. They got tattoos and gunshots and shit. Yeah. OG fuck with me, he shot me. Who? Man, what's that you listening to? Give me a CD. Man, look, hey, whoa, y'all niggas. Why is he opening my back door? Nigga. These niggas get in the car, just run me up to the next light. No, get out of my car.
Yo, we got one.
Man, fuck out of my shit.
Yo, no inside.
Man, you look up, it be 5 little niggas in the car with you. Come on, man, just take us up the street. I ain't never rode in one of these. It be clean. Well, y'all boys doing it on that 85 South. What DC at? What, you don't get the fuck out of my car? Bro, this shit's crazy, because you asked about the water boy. I was coming down goddamn Campbellton Road one day. I had bought some fruit from the nigga at the light, and then the little water boy, and they were like, OG, give me one of them pineapples. I just had to give, I was like, damn, I just passed that shit through the window. You shouldn't have never asked me about them niggas. I done got too many experiences with them.
We was like, yo, let's give them some money.
No, they robbed us.
Nah,
no, you don't think you gonna get no change. That little boy sold me 2 water for $20.
That's the crazy thing.
Man, let me go and drink these motherfuckers before I get mad.
That's a fact.
Exact change only.
Nah, they running with the one.
If you buy one from one, the other two, like, yo, get this one from me too.
Don't buy, look, let me tell you how you know them niggas out there getting money. Don't buy one. Don't buy one. Don't buy one. You gonna see them niggas in your rearview mirror like this. Yeah, 4 niggas got money, boy. I got plenty one, nigga. Them niggas got a pocket full of money. Every last one of them.
I'm gonna go pull up on them. I think about getting a sprinter, man. And yeah, go and teach him some shit. Yeah. I'm gonna go teach him some shit. Cause if you teach them how to put business together, you teach them how to invest their money. That's the thing. Like, you know, they're aggressive because niggas trying to get money. Yeah. Niggas trying to get money, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really politicking on that, man.
That's not bad.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna give me a sprinter, man.
Don't go out there by yourself.
No, but I ain't gonna. Nah. I mean, I ain't. You know, You know, we always at that point at one point. At some point, you know what I'm saying? Well, we just trying to get it. We trying to get it out the mud, yo. Like, I remember motherfuckers just being scared of me. You know what I'm saying? So
that was right though. Your ass, you was robbing niggas.
Nah, but you know what I'm saying? So
like, why you helping all them little niggas up that one nigga? Hey, bro, that little nigga.
But here's the thing though. Somebody got to speak the language. That's the thing. True. If nobody never speak the language, then how we gonna expect them to do something different?
I can see it now. You pull up in the Sprinter, get your pussy ass shit.
That's a fact.
Got mine on me too, little nigga. All y'all, get in here.
Yeah, man, I was
you
thinking about
invest
that.
in your future? Hey, you don't do little Atlanta nigga different. Hey, OG, no disrespect or nothing, but man, you on some other shit right now, bro. No, bro, you on some whole nother other shit. How the fuck I'ma invest the money I ain't made yet, y'all? The fuck is you talking about, man? This man talking about save your money. Man, you don't get the fuck on, man. I'm gonna go to Greenbrier, man. Them J's came out this morning. Fuck you talking about? Goof ass, stupid ass, lame ass, nigga. You heard that? Better take that shit back over there, bro. This goddamn zone shit. That's a fact. Man, nobody trying to hear that weak ass shit, man. I ain't saving shit, bro. I don't get fresh tonight. You heard?
As a fact.
Man, that's a whole nother element of it, though. It's like niggas be in such a hurry to live. You know, we under tremendous pressure.
Yeah. We don't understand the importance, man. We gonna be here, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be here. We got time. But, you know, we just playing defense so much.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? We just playing defense. All we know is defense. All we know is back against the wall. Nobody don't tell us how to come up off the wall, how to attack life. You know what I'm saying? So we always worrying about what the fuck life gonna throw at us instead of like, I'm gonna throw some punches at that bitch back, see how that bitch gonna react. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know, somebody got to teach us offense. So that's kind of the, you know, just to bring it back, that's what we teaching, man. We teaching us how to play offense at this thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? On all levels. You know what I'm saying? Once we start playing offense, and like I heard the king, man, I don't want to say his name, Scapegoat Jones, that's what he said. When we all come together, we look at other cultures, like they come together. They understand the power of them being together.
Yeah, because ain't no community without the unity.
You know, that's that shit.
Oh, that shit was heavy on my
That
chest.
shit. I felt it. I think you've been waiting for the right time to put that out there. You know what I mean? You said, I gotta drop the ball.
That bitch was heavy on my chest.
Merch that.
Oh, that's a fact.
Chad, merch it.
Yeah, but that's it, man. Just playing
It's
offense,
momentous.
man.
I told you, like, anytime y'all come in here, the atmosphere is always right. Y'all bring the good spirits. It's the good healing money spirit walking through this motherfucker. I feel it. Everybody gonna be financially independent here in a minute.
That's a fact.
You goddamn right.
Lo, speaking of money, they have billionaire Mark Cuban on. I want to hear some of that shit.
Yeah, they've been chopping it up with all the important people. Mark Cuban already. Well, guys, we're gonna set it up and all. I believe in what you got going on. Cat been watching. He would say y'all was talking to Mark Cuban.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Cuban, man. Super cool dude. And, you know, that just gave me a whole different level of motivation because it's like this dude's worth $4.2 billion. And we asked him, like, how often do you spend educating yourself? He said, all day. I buy online courses, I read books, I go to classes, and he already got $4 billion. So it's like for him to buy online courses and to educate himself, and it's like, you know, you might be struggling and you like, nah, I ain't trying to read this book.
I don't know who the hell he bought a course from. I want that bitch too.
Damn.
Facts.
He might
UIL
be
University.
UIL University.
He's a
We dropped
alumni.
something called a wealth pack though.
Oh, that's a fact.
We
Blue
dropped
Magic
something called a
on the
wealth
street.
pack. Blue magic of the investment world, man. That's a fact.
I'm about to drop one.
What you gonna drop?
It's just gonna be me talking shit. I ain't have shit.
That's a fact.
I still ain't got shit.
I'm gonna show you how to get some
But
shit.
I'm about to show you why you don't. You're probably making the same mistakes I was making. Out here believing these bitches and running in and out the convenience store all day, inconveniencing yourself. They should call it the inconvenience store. Yeah, you're running in and out of there all day.
That's a fact.
Fuck Jimmy.
Every day.
We on day 67.
Fuck Jimmy.
Ain't that just crazy though how that story, it's $3 million gas station just sitting in the middle of the hood.
That's crazy.
Man, that shit rung a light in my head. I went to them like, yo, we need to buy a gas station.
Yeah. Why not?
We need to find a way to leverage to get a gas station.
Yeah.
I literally talked to them just now like, yo, that's some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about ownership, man. That's why, you know, I love stocks, because it's about owning businesses, but like once we tap into that ownership, your mind start registering different. You know what I'm saying? Everything I see, I want to know, like, how can I get that shit? Like, I want to own that shit, because I'm at a point in my life where I feel like it ain't nothing I can't do. You know what I'm saying? And once you get there, you start saying, if this person own, like, if I see another black man that look like me own the gas station shit, that let me know I can own one of them bitches too. You know what I'm saying? I see another black man.
I buy one, wouldn't even let nobody know it was a black one.
That's cool too. You own it
I
though.
just have a whole bunch of black ass products in there.
That's a fact. You do what you want to do, it's yours. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. Ownership is key, man. Shout out to 19 Keys, ownership but a slave ship. You know what I'm saying? Like, ownership is heavy. Once we tap into how powerful that is, man, game changer. Equity is
We
better
should
than
do a
cash.
movie about how some niggas stole a slave ship
I'm with that shit.
and just sailed off and went to all these different countries just getting bitches and gold, elephants and shit. No, bro, leave me, bro. I'm staying in Spain, my nigga. I'm gonna start me some dark-skinned Spaniards over here. Well, y'all niggas headed? Germany, my nigga. Cause you know you gotta turn that motherfucker 58 times.
That be like that, look, that be
That bitch had a college ship on.
that be like that, look.
I know some slaves stole a boat, nigga.
And they ain't gonna tell you about them.
Bro, where y'all wanna go? Man, take us back to the hood. Nigga, I don't know if Africa back then wavered. Flip that map upside down, my nigga. Bro, where you learn how to ride a boat, nigga? Why you talking like that? I do not know. That should be hard.
D shit, man. G shit, man. Appreciate you, man, for letting us come through, man. You and the team, man.
I always feel like we don't discuss enough shit. I don't know. Well, how y'all feel about the chain shortage?
No, that's interesting. That's crazy. It's a chain shortage, and
You got a text about that.
it's a shortage.
Nigga, who the fuck is texting you about the chain shortage?
That's a fact.
It's a fact. I promise you.
We got that's in the group chat.
Yeah, they was like, yo, I got.
It's like, it was Jamal. It's like, gentlemen, want to let you know, it just came from the bank.
That was the other day, right? Damn, it's so
He was like, just came from the bank. They didn't have enough ones.
They had no hundreds left.
They're short on quarters. I'm like, why are you trying to get quarters?
Yeah, nah, somebody was like, yo, I got a stack of nickels in my closet. Like, should I hold them? Or I'm like, what? Like
Y'all got some strange ass friends, man.
nah, it's crazy.
different conversations.
But I do know some people that go to the bank and they get a little change and just, put it in there.
There's definitely a shortage of change. And a few people have told me they couldn't get enough money out. Who said, somebody said, that was you?
Couldn't get 100. They ran out of 100.
Hundreds. Sorry, I said quarters. Sounded better. It was a better story with the quarters.
These niggas, y'all getting to the paper.
Bro, your research team hands down the
Best, yo.
That's my guy.
Nah.
That's my guy.
Told you, 23-year-old Robert Smalls, he stole a ship when he was enslaved in 1862.
Research team.
Research
Shout out to the research team.
Shout out to the research team.
Shout out to the research team.
It's a whole department over there,
Shout out to the
man.
research team.
They
Man, I'm
make a movie
telling you.
about that?
I think so.
I think they did make a movie about that.
Yeah, it's called Amistad.
I'm a star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
We give us free.
But did they steal the ship or they just took over the
They
ship?
took over the ship, that's all I'm saying.
But they landed though.
In like Great Britain or some shit, went to court.
Went to court.
They didn't actually turn the ship around.
Yeah.
They jammed
I-
him up.
niggas, in my movie, niggas gonna actually take the ship. But they ain't even gonna try to go home. They just like, well, fuck it, man.
The fight was where they stolen
ride
or
the
were
bit, bro.
cargo.
This shit go.
Yeah.
The fight was whether they stolen or were cargo. If it was cargo, then it was gonna go to the Spaniards. If it was stolen, then they would have to go.
That was like 97.
When that dropped?
Yeah, I thought that was a field trip for us.
Yeah, that was
I'm a
some dope
star.
shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Give us free.
Shout out to Amistad.
We still fighting for the freedom. We getting better though. We getting closer.
Making
that's the key, man.
making a lot of improvements, man.
Yeah.
Like when he said like it's not the money, it's the freedom. It's dead on, man. Like I've experienced that over the past like 2 years. It's like there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it to be able.
How much you think freedom cost back in the day
Back in what day?
when you had to buy it?
You ain't even got to. You still got to.
You gotta buy it now.
You still got to.
You gotta buy it
But
now.
I'm saying like when you could actually buy your freedom.
Buy it
You
now.
can actually buy your freedom right now.
I'm trying to buy. How much is it?
$10 million.
That's how much it goes?
My brain.
Everybody got a different price.
Yeah.
So one of the things I ask people is, what's your freedom price?
Exactly.
What's your freedom price? What's it gonna cost for you to own your 24
But bigger than that is like they should be thinking about that now. Like if you're
What's
not
your
thinking
freedom
about that, like
price? I like that look, Lo, because you thinking now.
it's the mindset.
You thinking right now. What's your freedom price?
What's
I
it
always
gonna,
ask people that.
What's it going to take me to walk away from everything?
You gotta buy your freedom. You're not
that
free
shit
unless
too.
you can wake up and do whatever you want, live how you want to live,
Every day.
send your kid. Like, if you're not doing that, technically you're not free.
Why y'all talking about my life like
And the
that?
system, and the crazy part is the system is designed to keep you in that space. The system is designed to keep you in that space, right? So that's something I tell people all the time. Like, and they be like, "Well, why they don't teach us that in school?" So you gotta ask yourself this: if they taught you that in school, at that point you would understand how the game is played, right? So the lion doesn't teach the gazelle and the zebra how to get away. Right, because at that point, then the lion would no longer be at the top of the food chain, right? It's financial prey, financial predators. I'm not gonna teach you how to be a predator. If you figure it out, then, come join the party. You know what I'm saying? So what does it cost? You won't be caught up in consumerism, then cool, I'll keep you a slave, right? Because I'm always come up with some new shit for you to buy, right? So you're gonna work hard, you're gonna work the one job, you're gonna work the two job, you're gonna scam, you're gonna hustle, whatever you're gonna do
To buy
the
this
that I just
shit.
dropped, right? While you buying this shit, that's cool, I own that shit. Right? So, all right, cool.
That's
right?
why I be wearing this shit so much.
That's why I got this shit.
Yep.
That's why they got their shit, right? It's another part.
They ain't even give me none of this shit.
No,
we got you.
all that
No,
shit.
you didn't give me none.
No, we got it.
Got you.
I buy it because I support black people.
You feel me?
Support black business.
And then I'm gonna complain because I'm black. Loose head neck. Man, me and Troy neck ain't the same size. Who neck they using for?
And I wore my 85 South hat on our 100th episode.
Big fact.
We had Dame, we had all of the. That's a
Bring the
fact.
alcohol over?
Let me just bring some kind of liquor over
Oh,
here,
that's the
man.
big bottle. What the hell is that?
Man, just sit this shit in there. I don't know, man.
That's rubber? That's rubber?
It's something. It's good. They drink it in Mexico.
This is like Ciroc on steroids.
Hey man, we got some. We had some. All the good black liquor is gone from my liquor
Look
cabinet.
over there like, what is that?
Man, I got some more shit over there.
I don't know nothing about it.
Is this water or?
Nah, man, why the fuck would it be
Yo,
water?
I've
If
never
it's,
seen no. You ever seen the bottle before?
I thought it was a water
Hey, bro,
bottle.
don't act like we not drink. We drinking good over here, bro. This-
I just never
branded
seen
purposes.
it.
They got the 85.
Yeah, we're not giving them no fucking.
But this your liquor?
It is because I
It
bought
is
it.
now.
Once you buy it, you do what you want to do
You
with it.
fucking right. I put a peach over there. They know. It's just liquor. It's liquor, nigga.
And
We supposed to promote a brand
He just told
for
my
our millions of followers for nothing?
He just told my man, I don't know who buys all the liquor. This is the biggest liquor bottle I've ever seen in my life.
Hey man, the research department provides all the booze, man. We got our own. I got my own liquor coming out real soon.
I'm gonna cop that. Hey, them
I got my own yak
candles,
coming.
though.
Oh,
You want to talk about it?
No,
I need to talk about
we,
that.
nah, we,
I need to talk
we got a
about that.
special moment for that.
What?
Them candles, they special, man.
Yeah.
Candles.
They
special.
That's a business.
The candles they made.
That's a
85.
That's a spin-off business.
Listen, man.
A lot of revenue.
Listen, them candles is different. Best shit I ever had in my house.
Yo, if you look at any episode from 2021, if you watch any Market Mondays, if you look in the back, the candles is up
Yeah,
there.
what
man.
made you do candle? Where'd you get the candle idea?
This is some real shit. I fucking love candles.
Them shits is
Like
real.
when I became a grown ass man, I just always lit motherfucking some candles and shit and get the shit smelling right and set the vibe.
No, that's a vibe.
And then I found the motherfuckers who made the candles that I liked, and then I hit them directly, and I was like,
I need that shit.
I need that.
That shit is
and
good
then
shit.
you know it took off from there.
Yeah, that shit good.
But
I ain't
it's
gonna
just
lie.
legit. I legit love candles, nigga.
That's
I
a
get
great
people.
product,
People
yeah.
send me candles and shit all the time because I burn them shits
That's
like
a-
8 at a time.
I just ordered some more.
That's a
I
good.
just ordered some more.
Yeah,
That's a good product.
I fucks with it.
Yeah,
It's a good product.
I was excited when I got it.
Oh, yeah, it's up on the mantle.
Yeah.
It's definitely fire.
We'll make sure we send y'all some more shit over there too, because you need some good shit burning while you talking to people like Mark Cuban and shit. So he could be like, "What is that smell? You don't know my boy."
Keep the sage like Kyrie.
Oh,
Shout out to Kyrie.
Them shit's up, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was special. I had to tag your whole team, and I called Chad. They were like, "Yo, these shit is the shit."
Yeah,
Yeah, we keep those burning at my crib.
yeah, man. We fucks with it.
Definitely.
What y'all got coming up here in the future, man? That's gonna be some, some shit that the consumers can put their hand on.
Yeah. Well, we teamed up with the bro.
Of course, everybody. This nigga here. Man, I'm so proud of this nigga, man. Fuck getting it out the mud. That nigga got it up out the cell, you heard me? Came out here and fucked the game up, man. That's a whole success story in itself. And I hope you just keep going and you keep propelling and keep gaining more knowledge and, stay on the journey and the path that you've been on. Because whatever you told yourself while you was in that position you didn't want to be in, definitely put you in the position that you want to be in. So keep doing wherever you at in your mind and whatever your process is, man, just know that you radiate.
Appreciate that.
You get what I'm saying?
Big trap.
Big trap. Yeah. So we teamed up with the bro. We made a curriculum actually for generational wealth, like everything you need to become successful, investing, how to set your kids up, life insurance, how to invest in minerals, gold, all that stuff.
It guarantees your kid be a millionaire.
Yeah. So we put it together and it's called a wealth pack. So
Blue magic for investing, man.
shout out to Wall Street Trapper for working with us on that. We worked with him on that. And it's like a collaborative group album. So shout out to that. That's really shifting the culture. But first and foremost, it's just an honor to anytime we get to kick it with 85 South, man. It's a vibe. And y'all real down to earth, real solid. The whole team, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Geniuses, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate you brothers, man. So first and foremost, we gotta acknowledge that.
Yeah.
And we just, just keep pushing. That's it. We just pushing it.
Yeah, I gotta give y'all credit, man. As much as we've been doing it for 2 years, there's no group of dudes, podcast, whatever, that is showing us more love than y'all.
Man, that's because we ain't no haters. We fuck with y'all, man, and it's like,
I mean, we live in New York, and it took for y'all to come to New York for somebody to invite us to something. And so when we got to see y'all like go on stage and perform, I was like, yo, these guys are just different level. And then we kicked it backstage and chopped it up, and it's been cool ever since. And even Chad, when he met us the first time, it was like we had just got off the flight, shot an episode. He just out of nowhere just kicked it with us for like 4 hours, just giving us.
He weird like that.
Yeah.
I would have never kicked it with them niggas I ain't know.
Yeah,
for
it
no
was
4
crazy. He
hours.
just pulled up, and it was like,
Just fucking weird. He like, I know y'all was like, when this nigga leaving, bro? God damn, Chad, wait, you ain't got shit else to do. We finna, nah, bro, it's cool.
So what you about to do, though?
Nah. You gonna crash? Niggas is tired,
Where you
bro.
about to go at?
yeah, it was crazy, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, we were just kicking it, but just spreading love from day one, man. So again, salute to y'all. And so we're gonna do the same thing when we see up and coming people doing that, which is why we created our network.
Yeah.
EYL Network is a place for creatives that are starting podcasts.
And I've been telling
get the
people,
word
like,
out.
my push is everybody start a podcast. Don't never let nobody talk you out of this shit. We need black voices in every avenue, man. We need black cooking shows, black mechanics need shows, black people in college, doctors, everybody need a show, man.
They can do it.
And there's enough for everybody.
They see y'all do it, they see us do it, so they believe they can do it too.
Yeah,
So we
shout
wanna
out
help
to
people.
all the podcasters out there.
All of them.
$1 million worth of game. Joe Buttons. Everybody doing their thing.
Brilliant idiots,
Yeah.
It's full court pumps, all of them.
all that shit. Poor minds, horrible decisions.
Horrible decisions. Shout out to Mandy
And Weezy, that's our people.
Yeah, them girls crazy as fuck.
Shout out to the bro Dave Shans.
Dave Shans, Social Proof Podcast.
Social Proof Podcast, and shout out to Market Mondays. That's
Just shout
another.
out, he just signed into y'all, right? First person to sign under y'all,
Yeah,
right?
that's
The new
our-
Death
that's-
Row.
the new Death Row. And breaking news, like we got Ash Cash inside the vote. We just signed that podcast too, so that's another one coming in.
Hey man, and shout out to all the black nerd podcasts that think that black people ain't found y'all yet. We hear y'all bitches complaining. So shout out to all the black nerds. Keep that shit going on, man. Much love to I feel like the black nerds don't get enough motherfucking credit and shit, you know, and all the people behind the cameras and shit and making these podcasts and shit happen, man. So drop the social media and everything. So
Yeah. Earn
can
Your
catch up
Leisure
with you,
across
yeah.
all social media platforms. Our YouTube channel, Earn Your Leisure. Check our podcasts out on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to podcasts. And yeah, that's it, man. Keep it simple. Once again, thank you for having us. Appreciate it. And yeah, Trap. Tell them your handles and all that.
So it's Wall Street Trapper on YouTube. I've been putting out some dope stuff out there. Actually, just paying attention to them. Just like, yo, you gotta flood it. So now I'm just like dropping shit every day on YouTube. Got that up to like 70,000 people, so that's a blessing. Instagram, wall_street_trapper. Just pushing out dope content on that every day, all day. Just educating people, man, on how to just get in this game and play it the right way. Speaking it in our language, though, so people can understand it. I want everybody playing this. Like my mission is to make this shit like the conversations at the dinner table. Like in my mind, that's the vision. Like we don't even sit down and have dinner with our kids like that. Like, and I think that's something that's important. I heard somebody say, I think it was Nipsey, he said when he went to Africa, he saw like at a certain time every day, like no matter what time it was, they would have dinner together, right? And I think we don't do that. Everybody always on the go. Like, but them dinner table, them lunch conversations be the conversation where you can really like put some shit together. So that's my goal, just to make like having that wealth talk, having that conversation normal. And one of the things that I realized that I'm really doing, so every day, every Sunday I host this live class, and I've noticed that parents starting to bring their kids. And I just had a little girl, I just gifted her 5 shares of Netflix because she broke down why she wanted to invest in Netflix at 12 years old, yo. Like, that was amazing to have a beautiful brown girl on there with dreadlocks talking about why she want to buy stock in Netflix. So I bought her 5 shares of Netflix. So that's the goal for me, man, to just make this shit normalized. Black wealth matters, man.
Black wealth matters.
Trademark.
Black Wealth. merch that.
Research team, is that, can we get that?
So we gotta call the legal department.
Trump has granted clemency to Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, and Kwame Kilpatrick.
Hey, come on, man. I ain't gonna say.
Harry O, shout out to
Hey
Harry
man,
O.
hey, on some real shit, these parties been going crazy, nigga.
Trump.
That nigga is showing his hand. I would have loved to hear that nigga say, free Bill Capri.
Yo, you know what's
I
so,
like Kodak.
You know what's so
Get
crazy?
him out of there.
Before we ended, like, we was in the car riding, and my man Jamal was like, yo, you know, Trump freed Harry O. And I said, yo, did he free Kodak and did he free Lil Wayne? And he was like, nah, not yet. So that's crazy.
We just spoke about that.
Yeah, shout out.
Kwame, you said Kwame?
Kilpatrick.
That's the Detroit man, right?
Detroit man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
At least he did something good on his last day.
Yeah. Well,
Tomorrow morning.
there you have it, folks. Earn your leisure. Earn your 85 South Show. This podcast is for everybody who keep a little bit of money. Yeah, we'll catch you on the flip. We out this bitch.
That's crazy. I just asked about that shit.
What up, Jake? Coolin'. Hey man, y'all would tell me about this product after I've already went bald. So apparently they got this website. You go online and go to keeps.com/85 South Show, and they will send you monthly hair loss prevention medication. Like, it's approved by the FDA and everything. They got like 100,000 men that do this every month. Bruh, if I would have heard about this before I was all the way bald, I could have saved at least the front part of my hairline. So they saying the whole thing about like keeping your hair is preventative maintenance or like prevention. So go to keeps.com, use my promo code so you can get your first month free. You never know. Go to keeps.com/85 South Show so you can save your hairline and your roof part, because your roof will fall out. Trust me, my roof fell out. But this was before keeps.com was around. But if they would have been around while I had my roof, I wouldn't be roofless right now. I'm signing the Roofless Records when it comes to the hair. I don't want you to be like me. I want you to be able to keep talking about how bald I am because you got all your hair. So go to keeps.com and nobody will ever know. They deliver the medicine right to your crib and you don't even have to go nowhere. If you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to keeps.com/85 South to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's KEEPS.com/85 South. That's KEEPS.com/85 South. You don't gotta go to the doctor, no pharmacy, nothing. Straight to the crib. Hairline juice. Use that. I'm telling you. All right. It works.